Alright. Welcome back to Limbus. Or as it is so called in my map selection page. Map selection page? Sure. World selection page. First adventure copy. Let me move my microphone back a little bit. Dog's in here right now, so he might make noise. Okay. I have a little bit of updating to do with the current situation. For one, I did go ahead and update to Snapshot 15W34B. I think that's the one it's called. And this is the one that introduced the new command blocks and the combat strength system. And I had to do that for one main reason, and that is the skeleton spawners in 15W33C did not work properly. In, I believe, the previous episode, I talked about how one of his, or some of his skeleton spawners seemed to have custom data. That wasn't actually true. I talked to Rusto, and those skeleton spawners were actually supposed to spawn skeletons with bows. I'm actually going to turn my audio settings down a little bit. Let's do that. I should just turn down my speakers. Jeez. Okay. But yeah. So, I needed to update because of that reason, because I didn't want to go through the whole map playing with skeletons that were crippled. And this isn't looking fun. The other reason I updated to this is because this seems like it's going to be a major feature of 1.9, so it seems really silly not to include it in the playthrough of the map. I intend to go back to that area in a fresh save and actually tackle it properly, so you'll get to see how it's supposed to play out. And that might be how I approach a lot of this. So we'll go through it in a normal way in our current save, and then if I need to go back to it later for a future patch, then I will. Another couple of things that happened. Well, actually, let's talk about this combat update. This, what's it called? Attack strength, I believe. I adore it. It seems like it would be a pain in the ass, but if you've ever played a game that has a stamina system, a la Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, etc. Oh, oops. Then you would know that those games work heavily with a stamina system where you can't attack too much. Otherwise, you're going to leave yourself wide open to be attacked back. This reminds me a lot of that. That's what I think Mojang is going for with the combat update. I don't think they're trying to reduce the experience. I don't think they're trying to cripple PvP. I do wholeheartedly believe they're trying to enhance the combat system altogether, because let's be honest, it needed an overhaul. It was just spam clicking, and that little bar right there is going to be very helpful when it comes to getting rid of the spamminess of combat. And I think it's going to make combat a lot more fun altogether. It's going to take a lot of unlearning to be able to do combat properly, and just to get used to the whole thing. But I think overall it's going to be a very nice feature to have. Because right there I couldn't just spam click to kill the skeleton, although I did do a little bit of damage to him prior. And I'm trying so hard to recover hearts, and it's not working out so well. Let's eat some potatoes. You'll notice that I have a new death. I went back off camera, did a lot of cleanup. I got some cobblestone, got some more coal. And then I decided I wanted to go back to the spawn area to get some saplings from the dark oak trees. And so I did. And I got there, and there were so many mobs, and I died. I ended up losing a lot of good things. I am very salty about it, thank you for asking. But life goes on. So, some more things with this combat update. I know I'm kind of rambling on about that, but why not? Because I am starting to see more and more how this is going to be really fun. So one of the things on the sword you see, well, with all the things you can use potentially as weapons, you see this attack speed stat. And that makes me think one thing, because it's the same amongst most items except for that axe you saw. So I'm seeing how axes are going to have a lot more utility when it comes to combat, which I generally don't use axes, and a lot of people I know do, so this might... Here, let's use it. Actually, I'm not seeing how it charges up faster. Okay, so that's not 1.25 per second, it's, I don't know. Yeah, because the axe is definitely slower. That's weird. Maybe it will be a detriment to use axes now. I don't know. That's the fun of figuring things out like this without first consulting a professional. Oh, thank goodness, that killed him. But you're also seeing hearts pour out of enemies when I hit them. That is amazing. You're basically getting to see how much, well, not even basically, you are getting to see how much damage you're taking off of an enemy with your hits. Like, normally you need mods to do that, and now you can just do it in the game. So, that's fantastic. And, okay, cool. This is actually cobblestone. Okay, let's light this up. I'm gonna say that's a trap. I mean, I'm gonna go for it anyway, but I'm gonna say it's a trap. So is there anything else I need to talk about? Hello, diary entry 4. So I guess I did go the right way, and I don't need those. Every night I fall asleep, and every morning I wake up. Still in this forsaken dream. I'm starting to think I'll never wake up. I need to see Jade again. I promised myself to tell her I loved her before I... Oh no. Is this death? Is this what death feels like? An eternal dream? Maybe. Maybe, bro. Is that a creeper spawner? I do believe it is. So let's go ahead and disable that ASAP. Okay, I'm just going to break it. I still haven't seen sand, although I probably should have previewed all of the areas before actually dedicating my time to one. Hidden zombie spawners. I wonder if when you equip a shield and actually use it, if that will increase the amount of time it takes to charge up the attack. I'm also liking the little visual where your sword slowly comes back up. It's going to take a lot of figuring out on Mojang's part to make this actually really work within the game, but so far, I'm liking it. I can't express that enough. GG. Okay, those spawners should be disabled. No, I'm just not trusting dark areas. There's probably something up there. Let's do this. And seeing that meter charge, yeah, that's a chest. Seeing that meter charge when you're placing blocks too, like, you can tell they've thought extensively about how this is going to work. They're not just throwing it in and seeing what happens. Okay, let's work our way over here. Grab this chest. That's probably a creeper spawner if I had to guess. Yeah. I know how you think, Rusto. Ooh, yay. Let's get out of here before something blows up. Okay, desperately needed that. Even though I haven't been using my own bow. I actually managed to get another bow before I died, and it made me very sad to lose it. Okay, get rid of you. Also with this attack speed thing, having it displayed like that makes me think that there's going to be an upcoming enchantment that lets you reduce that. Whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know. Maybe speed potions will affect it. Maybe there's going to be a new potion. Who the hell knows? Maybe they've already talked about it. I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to the forums anymore, except I totally do. Okay. So there's a spawner there. That looks like another spawner. Here's to hoping they're not buffered. Okay, they're not. That was easy enough. Okay, raw fish. And an Unbreaking 3 iron sword. Thank you very much. I should probably be taking the chest, but at this point I've already left enough behind to not really care. Let's start... I should probably cook the fish up, actually. That would serve as a pretty decent food source. I don't know. I'm starting to have a sustainable food source, and I'm going to be setting up a skeleton farm, most likely. Speak of the devil. Out of the 3 skeleton spawners that are in the first area. And before somebody says something, because they undoubtedly will, the reason I'm not using my torches right here, even though it would probably be more convenient, I'm just so used to playing the game in a way where I would just switch to the torches anyway. It doesn't really matter. And plus, when I get a shield, I need to have that slot open so I can use the shield. And it's about to become nighttime. That's probably his diabolical plan to screw me over. In fact, there's a creeper over there. Are you natural or from a spawner? You're from a spawner. Okay, let's do this the smart way. I'm also interested to see how the new arrows work out, because I played around with them, but I never figured out how you make them. And that's probably something? Yes, something that I should do. And I shouldn't be taking fall damage like that. That's just silly. There are probably spawners hidden all over the place here. Well, if there were, they'd be popping out now. And I don't have access to a bed yet, which is worrying. We're probably about to get overrun by natural spawns. Oh my goodness, you can keep track of how close to dead a mob is. Granted, not extensively, but it's possible. Ooh, hello, a ton of spider spawners. I have no immediate use for you, but you're nice to have around. Okay. Do I have a need for melons? Not really. Let's throw these things. I'll keep the stone brick stairs. Put the string of the spider eye in there. And I guess I can ditch the diary. And that bow, I will take this one. I seem to be pretty safe here. We can go ahead and use up this bread. Go ahead and equip this. Nah, we're gonna hang on to that. I don't know, I run into that problem a lot with maps. You get a good item and, well, I get a good item and I think, I should hold on to this for a tougher area. But then what usually ends up happening is I either lose the item, or I just, oh, silverfish, no. I either lose the item, or I just end up never using it. Or I get something better and still don't end up using it. It's very weird. Those silverfish should just sort of bugger off. That was almost a pun. Can you really make a pun out of spiders? No. Uh-huh. Is that primed? I'm going to take this, and we're going to take this. How much? It seems to be only one. Okay, it's not primed. And it would unleash probably some silverfish? No. Huh. He doesn't overuse silverfish like I do. Nice try, Rusto. Although, I am going to be safe about this and keep this in a safe place. AKA, right the fuck here. Is any of this fish? Yes, it is. Put that in there. that in there. I can find a use for it later. Put the glowstone dust in there. And we'll just finish off that carrot. Okay. We should put this bow in here too, shouldn't we? There we go. And those arrows... do that. Oh, I actually have a timer this time too. So my episodes don't end up being so vastly differently timed. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, silverfish, you need to not exist. That'll be optimal. Okay. I don't know, if, Rusto, if you know how to buffer spawners. Basically, just turn the game to peaceful, then fly around for a while near the spawners, and then when you go to a different difficulty where mobs can spawn, then they'll immediately spawn when you get close to the spawner. At least that's how it used to work. I don't know if it still does. And I don't know if you want to do that. At least this early on. Again, working off of a lot of assumptions, probably not the best idea. I am appreciating this free cobblestone. Fish, fish. I can easily deal with them with the bow. I'm not going to bother, though. Although, I probably should. I'm saying though a lot. That's my word for today. Yesterday it was but whatever, and that's 2 words. But whatever. Haha! Also, I do realize I mumble a lot into the mic. And generally that's just because I talk to myself. When that starts happening, it's because I'm talking to myself, but whatever. Is this going to become a catchphrase? Maybe. That would be another dog barking outside, and that's probably going to drive my dog up the fucking wall. I'm surprised there aren't that many natural spawns going on, actually. There might be something up there. Wow. You guys are MVPs. Oh. There we go. See, now it's actually worthwhile to crit. Even if it would eat my hunger, I'm still getting more DPS. So that's something to bear in mind. See, there's strategy now. Granted, it's not a whole lot, but there is some semblance of strategy that you can use. Like, things like your knockback with the sword is not affected, so you can still spam click and get things away from you quickly. But it's not going to kill things as quickly, and that's something to bear in mind. It's going to eat away your sword's durability. But isn't this Unbreaking 3? Yeah. Yeah, let's just check that while I'm getting shot by the skeletons. Yeah, they're still shooting really far, too. That might be a feature that's here to stay. I didn't want to let go there. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm using a very weird mouse. I tried to fix it, but in the process I lost the screw. So, you know, didn't exactly fix it. Where did that bow go? Because I saw the skelly drop it. May have already picked it up. Oh no, it's right there. Yeah, I can see a lot of people coming up with a bunch of different strategies with how they deal with certain mobs. Look at the creeper, you'd hit it and then hit it again to get it away from you. And then you'd set it up for another hit. In fact, that's probably going to be what you see me doing a lot. Granted, these are things people were doing anyway, but you're not doing as much damage. Which could also be seen as a negative thing. In fact, you're perfectly justified in seeing it as a negative thing. Ooh. Oh, I remember seeing this area when I was doing my little fly through. When I was lost and horribly confused. Oh, how much of this is going to be silverfish? We're not going to do parkour here. That would be a very, very, very dumb idea. Okay. Whoa. Did you jump? Or did you just fall down? Okay, you just fell down. Hey. No. Okay, that creeper can just kind of die. Oh, well. I do hope they change how damage works when it comes to ticks. Because when a creeper, when any mob takes a tick of something like fire damage, they're invulnerable for a brief period. So with the change like they're doing with the combat update, I'm kind of hoping that they allow you to overlap damage, although that could just be overlap damage, stack damage, but that could just be a limitation with the engine. So that, I don't know. Suggestions for a dev that is not Rusto. Suggestions for devs that are probably never going to hear the suggestion. Or if they do, it won't be from me. Yeah, that wool box is in a very odd place. I suppose what I could do here is bridge over to the box. What do I have for blocks? Actually, let's get rid of this. If it was going to spawn, it would have by now, but that just makes me feel a little better about myself. He gave me all of these wood blocks. I have enough wood that I'm not too concerned about using it. So, what I could do, I could bridge over and then tunnel through. Well, I shouldn't do that. I need to come at this from a critic standpoint. Well, no, I shouldn't. I should play it in a way that tries to just absolutely destroy the map and humiliate it and make Rusto feel bad about himself. That unleashed more silverfish. I'm tempted to make a comment here about how this looks shockingly similar to End of Days, but it doesn't, so it would be a lie. And it's barely even the same concept. Fuck off. Fucking silverfish. They're the worst. I also forgot to turn off my air freshener again. Okay. I mean, he obviously intends you to do a little bit of bridging here. So, what would happen here? There is a skeleton, I think, that I just saw. There's a chest there. Yeah, that alone is probably incentive enough to go along the path. I don't see any gas spawners yet, so we're good there. So we're just gonna play it safe for now. Do it this way. I should be throwing up safety rails, because falling into the void is a very real possibility here. I should also be on the lookout for pressure plates. Oh, well. I can make charcoal on the fly if I need to. We'll go ahead and take that. I see no need to take either of those items. You know what? It probably would be within my best interest to go back to base and store some of this stuff away and stock up on torches. Because I don't think I'm going to succeed here with only 22. In fact, that's going to be what I do here. So, I guess I'll go ahead and call this episode for now. So, yeah. So far, so good still. I don't really have an opinion on this area yet. It sure is an area. But I'm going to end the episode here. Going to go dump things off, restock, and I'll come back and pick up here, and we'll see how things go. So, yeah, I will see you again eventually. Goodbye.